Hello everyone, Porterhouse here, and I have something really very special for you today. I was chatting online with Nisetanaka, the mod author of The Amazing World of Bikini Armor. He is also an outstanding artist in several different styles. Anyway, just on a whim, I asked him if he would do an interview with me, and he said yes. Now, it's not a recorded interview, and you won't get to hear his voice, I'm afraid. His written English is very good, but he says his spoken English is a little shaky, as is mine apparently. So what we did instead was I wrote him a list of questions, and he very graciously answered them for me. Now I tried to keep it short. I tried for 10 questions and ended up with 14. I didn't want to pester the guy, so I stopped right there. Now I did ask my subscribers to submit questions, and I picked one that I thought was the best. And I also asked the artist known as TheKite, and she submitted one as well. Now, instead of having me read both the questions and the answers, I'm going to be running his replies through a text-to-speech synthesizer, so you're not just hearing me speak. Now, I did this because I thought it would be funny, but as it turns out, they're not as funny as some of his answers. Before we get started, though, I do have a bit of news. Nisa has created another armor mod called Bikini Ascend as a thank you to those who have supported him in the past. It has both orc and elven bikini armors in it, but also a ton of absolutely gorgeous medieval armors in it as well. Now, I'm not sure if that will be made publicly available, but if so, there will be a full review. If not, I'll just do kind of a showcase of it. So now, on with the interview. Question 1. So Nisa, tell us a little about yourself. Age, hobbies, pets, what you do to relax, blood type, and so on. Seriously though, just tell me what you're comfortable with. I was kidding about the blood type.
I'm a 24 years old male with so little purpose of living. I have no pets, but it'll be a bunny, if I decide to have one.
Just so everyone's aware, I actually already knew how old Nisa was. I asked that question mainly for everybody else. He told me one time, and I said, well, that makes you the same age as my son, and his reply was,
Fist me, daddy.
That was definitely a first for me. Not really shocked, though. He is a strange and funny guy. Question number 2. I know you live in Tokyo. Do you have a favorite location there that you go to?
Yes, I have. It's my room, especially front of my PC. I don't go outside, usually have no interest for it either.
Question 3. What hobbies do you have?
My hobbies are mostly related with creating things, like drawing, modeling, thinking of nonsensical jokes, or just playing video games. Nothing really special.
Question 4. I know you're a history buff. Is there any particular focus? For example, I'm a fan of 14th century transitional armors.
I have no particular taste for history, but the theme of mutual interaction between war engineering and human society always intrigues me. In that meaning, the late 15th century to 16th century Europe is the most fascinating period of history for me, so I guess this is the most suitable answer.
Question 5. What got you into modding Skyrim, and was it the first game that you modded?
My respect and appreciation for other modders. I felt like I had to do something for them to pay them back. My very first mod was Oblivion.
Question 6. What was the first mod that you made?
It was a dungeon mod, fairly shitty.
Question 7. I know you have switched your creative focus to art, but will you ever return to modding?
In the short term, maybe. In the long term, no.
Question 8. What is your favorite thing to draw?
Tits. I mean plate armor.
Question 9. Tell us about the Dovahkiini. Where did she come from?
She was in the logo that I painted for my very first published Skyrim mod.
Question 10. Do you have any big projects planned for your art? A series, perhaps?
Maybe some comics, but my English isn't very up to scratch for actually doing it. So not at all.
Question 11. One of your fellow artists, TheKite, asked, where does your creativity for your armors come from?
An effort to make stupid shit look somewhat plausible.
Question 12. Froggy, one of my subscribers, asked if you will be making the medieval armors for males as well as females.
Will do.
Question 13. Have you thought about selling your skills commercially? That is, like maybe doing some advertising or as a manga artist?
Nope, not really.
14th and final question. Did you notice I went over 10 questions?
That's the reason why I like on for of these questions.
That's it for the review with Nisetanaka. I will tell you I did tweak his grammar a bit for the text-to-speech because it would have sounded strange otherwise. But I absolutely did not, and I repeat, did not change the meaning of what he said. Now, I want to tell you now that Nisa has a Patreon, and I'll put the link below in the description, that has many cool rewards for his supporters. So if you have a bit of cash, I encourage you to check it out and give this man some monies. I hope you enjoyed the interview. If so, please hit that like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you have not already done so. I hope to see you all later.